You see that Z28, the black one coming down the road? That is the 2015 model. But all those others, those are 2016 Camaros, the 6-cylinder. They're called mules. In other words, development prototypes. And guess what I get to do next? That's right, I get to go behind the wheel of a brand new 2016 Chevy Camaro mule and compare it directly to the 2015. And that is coming up right now on the Fast Lane Car. So I'm in the 2015 Camaro, and the reason I'm in the 2015 Camaro is to compare it to the 2016. The important thing to remember, of course, is that the 2016 Camaro is 200 pounds lighter, a couple inches shorter, and of course, supposedly a lot more track friendly, according to GM, that is. So this has okay power. Nothing to write home about for a sports car. Of course, this isn't the top dog SS model. It's amazing just how sharp the Camaro has become for a car that used to be all about point and shoot. Basically, you would point it down the track and accelerate and then hang on for dear life when the turn came. GM has done a phenomenal job of making this vehicle actually handle like a genuine sports car. It's very neutral. There is good steering feel. And over, I think it's the 7 years that this last 5th generation Camaro was in development, GM has continually updated it to make it an actual track tool. I was lucky enough in Vegas to drive the big SS track version of this with the mighty V8, and I'll tell you, that was quite the eye-opening experience. This doesn't quite have as much punch to it, so when you come around these turns, it doesn't have that acceleration that you would expect from a real sports car, but nevertheless, it's very neutral around this track. It's a relatively heavy car, and it's certainly a big car, at least for European sports car standards, and the car does shrink around you as you take it around the track, and this is really cool to be driving on the Detroit Grand Prix track. Is it fun? Hell yeah, it's fun. Do I wish I could go faster? Yeah, this is a lead follow situation, so I'm staying as close as I can to the guy ahead of me, but keep in mind that
alright, gentlemen, we're going to exit this track right here.
There are cement walls all around me. So
stop. When we do stop, please leave the cars running. Please put the parking brake on. Then you're going to hop on over to the right and take the Gen 6 cars. Don't hop on out yet until we get up to the bridge.
Yeah, so that was really good. I could use a little bit more power, but then again, we'll see if the V6 of the 6th generation Corvette actually has more power, and that is coming up right now. Okay, Ben, so you're the guy who's doing the exhaust, right?
Correct.
All right, so what's the horsepower on the 6?
335.
Yeah? And torque?
275, correct?
All right.
275.
Put you on the spot there. But it does sound good. How do you tune it? How do you get that kind of raspy, you know, that put a huge smile on your face?
Well, it's a lot of black magic that has to go on within the system. So
Yeah.
we spend a lot of time developing the internals of the muffler to create the Camaro aspect of the car, the character, everything that a customer wants.
Can you actually see the butterfly valve?
Yes, you can.
Let's see here.
Here in the tailpipe.
Yeah.
Right tip. So left, right tip is where the valve is.
And when you floor it, that opens up like that, right?
Pops it right open.
So it's very similar to what's in the Corvette.
Correct.
Alright guys, I am in the 6th generation Chevy Camaro, the V6. And I have a stick shift. How cool is that? Oh, immediately, this is a much sharper car. You can tell right away that this has much better turn-in.
Hey, stop working away on the outside the truck.
Much better dampening.
Got a sharp right coming.
And the brakes feel a little bit more agile. Of course, I am comparing an automatic to a manual, but I do love the sound of the 6-cylinder engine, and think that there'll be a turbo and, of course, a mighty V8. It just
Keep
feels
it tight, just turbo out, nice and early.
it just feels a lot more neutral, a lot more willing to be taken by the scruff of the neck and pushed around the track. You know, I'm certainly not a race car driver, but I've been lucky enough to drive a whole bunch of different tracks. The SS is just getting away from me. It just doesn't have enough power to keep up with them. But you know what? This is so much fun to be on these
Alright, sharp right coming.
Grand Prix track. This car has a much tighter feel to it. It feels more and better screwed together. Of course, I'm not being very smooth. I wish I was.
Tight left, right, nice and next to this curve, nice and tight.
There we go, look at that. And that was really bad. I just came in there way too hot and the car corrected for itself. I'm trying to see if I can use it back
Hey,
in.
keep your chin left here. This next right coming up, watch your exit. The wall comes up pretty quick.
I'm trying to use the back end to bring the car around, and not quite enough torque there to do it. But the engine for a 6-cylinder is really sweet sounding. Listen to that. Let me just shut up and let you listen to it for a second.
Once we enter pit lane, folks, make sure we slow our speed way down.
So, bottom line, it feels a lot tighter. It's a lot easier to take by the scruff of the neck and handle around the track. It's a lot more responsive, and it just feels like a much livelier and a much more agile sports car. And that's probably because, once again, it's 200 pounds lighter. That's, you know, more than... That's okay, less than one of me, but nevertheless,
hey, make sure they're in neutral and set
it's a
your
lot of
handbrake,
weight.
please.
All right, there you have it. Let's listen. Oh, one of these guys has got a gun. Come on, maybe this one. All right. So, what's it like to drive a 2016 Chevy Camaro? Well, it feels a lot lighter and it's a lot more agile. But anything beyond that, I think I'd be making up, because with just one lap around the Grand Prix track, it's really not enough time to get a full review. As always, this is Roman reporting for the Fast Lane Car. And remember, come back for an everything you ever want to know video about the 2016 Chevy Camaro as part of our TFL Total Download. See you next time. Ciao.